Welcome to the Growth Mode podcast, where real conversations fuel real business growth. Hosted by Nina Labbe, media strategist with Salem Surround. Get ready to listen, learn, and grow. This is Growth Mode.
Have you ever wished your body could recover faster, feel stronger, and age more gracefully? Today's episode is all about cutting-edge recovery and wellness treatments that are helping people do just that. Welcome to Growth Mode. I'm your host, Nina Labbe, and today we're diving into a fascinating topic. It's whole body cryotherapy and regenerative wellness. More and more people are looking for ways to recover faster, feel younger, perform at their best. And our guests today are at the forefront of that movement. I'm thrilled to be joined by Boeve and Danielle Burns, co-managing owners of Total Regen Cryotherapy. And they've built a business that's not only helping people feel better, but also redefining how they think about recovery and wellness. We're going to split today's conversation into two parts. The first half, I'll be speaking with Amy about the story behind Total Regen, their services, and what sets them apart. And then in the second half, we'll be talking with Danielle, and she'll share her insights on growth strategies, customer experience, and the exciting future of the cryotherapy and wellness industry. Amy and Danielle,
good morning.
Thank you so much for being here today.
Yes.
I'm so excited to hear all about your story.
Yes, well, it's good to see you again. Anyways, I guess we started in 2019, right?
Yes. Yeah, that's exactly what I want to get to. I want to find out, what first inspired you to get into, cryotherapy and the regenerative wellness space?
Well, me and my husband were both working corporate jobs, and my husband had injured himself. And so we found ourselves trying to find relief, right? So we went to a couple places here in San Antonio that had kind of the old school cryo chambers, and my husband went to that. Liked it, but still was looking. We actually were in Austin one weekend, and his shoulder was killing him. So he went to a cryo place there, and they had a new machine that was total full body. Mm-hmm. And so he got in there, and he was just sold right then and there. Basically, wow. He was like, oh my gosh, this is amazing. You have to try it. So when we came back home, he was driving an hour and a half to Austin to go get relief for his frozen shoulder until it healed. And we got to thinking, we knew we wanted to start something one day. And he was like, let's look for one of those around here. And we couldn't find one, right? Yeah. I think they said the Spurs might have one, but we obviously can't use that one, right? Yeah, we started looking into it, and we knew it was up and coming. It had kind of been around for about 10 years in the United States when we started looking at it. And so we just went in all force. I left my corporate job. He was traveling. So I started running it from the get-go.
Yeah. Awesome. Yeah. So for someone who may not know, how would you describe cryotherapy and what it does for the body?
Right. So the key root of most people's problems is inflammation, right? So they invented it back in the 70s for rheumatoid arthritis. But what it basically does is you get in a chamber for 3 minutes, right? Anybody can do anything for 3 minutes. Yeah. It's negative 140 to 170, depending on what you have it set at. All your blood rushes to your core because you're like in fight or flight mode, right? Trying to protect your organs. Mm-hmm. Your blood gets filled with good oxygen, nutrients. And then when you get out, your vessels unconstrict, right? So all the blood flow goes where maybe before you had it sitting there, it was stagnant, it pushes it through. Yeah. So you're going to heal a lot faster. You're going to decrease your inflammation. There's lots of good benefits to it, right? If you have blood just sitting stagnant in some area where you have pain or whatever, this will force good blood flow through. So you just heal a lot quicker. But there's lots of benefits to it, studies have found. So not just arthritis, but a lot of things.
Yeah, and it seems like it's getting really popular too.
Yeah, yes.
Yeah. So what was that Was the aha moment, was it when your husband had the frozen shoulder that you decided, is that how you decided to launch the Total Regen Cryo?
And I've always been I did CrossFit for years,
Yeah.
so was always kind of in the health and wellness that way, right?
Yeah.
And then we just thought, it kind of falls in line with recovery and that aspect, but then learning as we went on that it's for everybody, really. It's not just athletes, right? It's people of all ages. We have 6-year-olds that sprain their ankle in gymnastics, and then we have 70-year-olds that have arthritis, or they're just wanting to extend their life, right? That helps with your skin. It just helps with a lot of things, and it's natural as opposed to trying to take medicine to reduce certain
Man, that's so fascinating. So walk us through your range of services, like what treatments do you offer and who benefits the most from that?
I would, well, let me start with the treatments. So we have the whole body cryo, which we just talked about. We have red light therapy, which is super big right now. There's lots of benefits to it. And I know a lot of people do red light therapy for just your skin aesthetics, but ours is infrared as well. So it works on a cellular level. So it kind of recharges your batteries from the inside out. And we used to have the panels, but now we have the full bed, the pulsing bed. And then we offer localized cryo. So say you have one spot that's super specific that you want to target with the cold therapy, we can do that. We have
I love that
infrared sauna. Yeah, because a lot of people are like, I don't love the cold, but it's really not that bad. It's a mental, right?
Yeah.
So, and then once they do it, they're like, oh my gosh, I feel amazing, right?
Yeah.
But I don't love the cold, but I love the way I feel when I get out, right? And then we have infrared saunas, which the benefits of that are tremendous. Like they have studies out that if you do it 3 days a week, 20 minutes, right, you can decrease your heart risk chance by 50%. Like,
really?
Yeah.
Wow.
And we have cryo sculpting, which is something that Danielle and our team we started doing 3 years ago, has taken off. Then we have Normatec compression therapy, and then we also have 2 estheticians on staff now, and so we're doing like the cryofacials, of course, but we also do the classic facials, dermaplaning, and things like that.
Okay, tell me a little bit more about the cryofacials and what that does.
So it helps with cellular turnover, reduces pores, things like that, all natural, right? So it decreases fine lines and wrinkles. So just that's one thing about the whole body cryo too, right? You get that extreme cold on your face. It helps your cellular turnover quicker. Okay. So just keeps you looking younger, longer.
And who doesn't like that?
Right? I know. We all like that.
Okay. Awesome. So what makes Total Regen Cryo different from other wellness or recovery centers, people, that might see advertised?
I would like to say what sets us apart, and I think she would probably say the same thing. I've always been in the people business. So I love our service, but I love people, and I feel like we try to hire people that love people, right? We want to take care of our clients, and I know anybody can say customer service, but it's really hard to find these days. So just doing the bare minimum, you're usually above the rest, but we try to even go above and beyond. We want our clients to feel comfortable. We want to help them. We want to help them heal. Whatever they're coming in for, we want to be that solution for them.
Right.
And me and Danielle are really hands-on as opposed to a lot of places are franchise, right? And you want to grow, but you also don't want to lose that part where you have that connection with your clients and you know them by name and you know what they need, and right. So I would love to say it's our customer service and our us being involved on a daily basis. Right. But it's our team. Our team is great with our clients. I mean, they genuinely care, and that's what we probably pride ourselves in, hiring the right people that really care about the customers coming in, not just there to get a paycheck, right? We're there because we want to help.
Right. And see, that really matters because a person may not know, what treatment or service is best for them.
Right, right. So. Yeah. And we want to explain, that's what we try to find out, what reason they're coming in for, not just try to sell them.
Right. Exactly. So, how have your client stories or transformations inspired you personally, and any memorable success stories that stands out?
Well, I love it. I mean, just seeing people that come in after surgery, right? They want to heal quicker, things like that. But probably my favorite story is, I don't know if most people might not know this, but cryotherapy has also been researched to help with depression. And we had a client that started from day one and that struggled with depression. And after probably 10 years of never putting up a Christmas tree, the first year there, they put up a Christmas tree. They just felt better. Like, I know it's a rush of endorphins, but that to me was like amazing, especially in this day and age. I feel like with technology, everybody on their phones, sitting in an office, like a lot more people are depressed. So like just little things. So somebody might be like, oh, I don't have an ailment or something's not wrong with me, but maybe they're down,
Yeah.
So it can help with that. It helps with sleep, which sleep is very important for a lot of people. But that's probably my favorite story of all, just because you made someone happy again.
Yes, that one's like a surprise. I wouldn't have even thought that cryotherapy could do that.
Yeah.
So that's amazing.
Yes.
All right. So when starting this business, what was the biggest challenge that you faced, and how did you overcome it?
Oh goodness. Well, we opened right before COVID.
So
that was probably our biggest challenge. Not knowing. We opened in October 2019.
Yeah.
So, and what was it? February, March of 2020. So nobody knew what was going on. So, we closed the doors for a couple months. And so it's hard starting a new business from the get-go, especially in a brand new strip center where we were the only ones open, plus Sprouts, and that was it.
Yeah.
So a lot of people put their businesses on hold. And so the growth, probably the first year was really difficult just because of our circumstances. It was uncontrollable, but we really believed in it, and we were like, we're going to fight through this.
Yes.
And,
it was good that you did.
Yeah. And I mean, we were trying to go every place we could, and we were going to any events we could, just trying to put ourselves out there.
Right.
And really a lot of our community that knew us is probably what pulled us through to keep us going the first year or two. But it was difficult for a bit.
That 2020, it's a year we don't want to remember.
No, we don't want it to come back.
Okay. So how do you see cryotherapy, fitting into the broader health and wellness industry, say, over the next few years?
Oh, goodness. A lot of people I feel like are like, oh, is this trending? But I'm like, you think about it, and it started in the 70s, right, in Japan. It's just continued to grow since then, and they've done more and more research. So I feel like it's only going to grow more. People want to be healthy. They want to live longer. I think the wellness, they're going to look at anything they can do to help them live longer and stay off medications, right? And so I see it growing. I think it did have a big spurt. It might not grow as fast, but I feel like it's going to continue to grow.
Right.
Because I don't think we're going to want to go backwards.
And it's such a natural therapy.
Right.
You don't have to take pills.
Right.
Yeah. So, all right. Okay. So, many small businesses, they struggle with visibility. How have you gone about creating awareness for Total Regen Cryo so far?
So, of course, there's marketing, right? All the social marketing, Instagram, Facebook, things like that. Like I mentioned, we try to get in front of people, and talk to them, right?
Yeah.
Not just ads. It's a lot of people still don't even know about it, or if they do, they're like, "Oh, is that where you freeze people?" Or you're like, they don't have any idea what it does. So just getting in front of people and educating people. Yeah. So we do events at a lot of the gyms. We even do community events like HOAs, because it's really good for everyone, not just people that work out, right? So you imagine being in chronic pain and not having to live with that on a daily basis just by going to do cryo a couple times a week, right? So I think it's just educating and being in front of as many people as we can. And of course, making a bigger presence. Like you said, we've grown from 2019 to where we are now. We just moved into a bigger strip center the beginning of this year to offer more services and more visibility. And we love just teaching. So.
I love that. I love that. Awesome. Well, thank you, Amy,
Of course,
for sharing those insights and for walking us through the heart of Total Regen Cryo. And now I'd like to shift gears and bring in Danielle. Danielle, as co-managing owner, you bring another perspective to the table. And I wanted to ask you, when you joined as co-managing owner, what excited you most about this business and its potential?
Right. So really what inspired me was the fact that we would be helping people just in our community, serving others. I was led through God in this moment of the opportunity when Amy brought it to me. I was kind of searching. I left a corporate job and was with children at the time. And I've always had that passion to help people. So it was like, what am I going to do next with my life? And I was working, Amy and I have been friends, so I was helping her at the store a little bit. And just seeing how it changed my experience, CrossFit as well. So I had pain, and I'm not one of those people that's going to be like, hey, go try something if it doesn't make you feel good or if I don't truly believe in it. So I had some knee pain, same thing. I went in, and I was just astonished at the fact it was gone within that day. I didn't feel it anymore, so that inflammation had went down. And then just seeing how it changed other people's lives as well. And I was like, this is a given. I want to be a part of this. So just truly helping people is what inspired and drove me to do this with her. So.
Right. I love hearing these stories. So from your perspective, what types of clients are you seeing most often? I know we mentioned athletes, and just about everybody, busy professionals or those with chronic pain. Is there more segment that you see more of than others?
So Amy mentioned as well, we see a mix of people in our client base. 8 years old, probably, even 5 is probably the youngest, up to the late 70s coming in, a mixture of athletes who aren't just like pro, but just every day wanting to feel better. Chronic pain, as you mentioned, people who just want to feel better on a day basis. Moms, we see moms, after we have children, our bodies change, and it can kind of make our self-esteem go down a little bit. So with the cryosculpting, we're able to do that by doing something naturally, freezing those fat cells, and they can go back to taking care of children. So we see that as well. And then again, as we mentioned, young athletes, though, we partner with a lot of the high schools around us. So they're ready to take their fitness to the next level. So in order to do that, they don't want to get injured. So coming in on a daily basis, and a lot of the NFL, NBA, hockey, those pro athletes, they have these services. So that also makes these children want to do it too, because they're like, that's what I'm striving for, to be better and to feel better so I can perform better.
Does it just make their muscles like more flexible?
It just keeps them at recovery, right? I think recovery is the biggest thing for them, because they don't want to get injured and not be able to do what they're loving, in that moment, whether it's football, basketball, cheerleading, all the different types of sports that really help them go continue.
That makes sense about the recovery. Awesome. So customer experience is key in wellness. What steps do you take to make people feel comfortable and keep them coming back?
Right. So the moment they walk in our door, we want them to feel like family. We always joke about, like, this should feel like your second home when you come into this place. Again, Amy mentioned our staff. We are so blessed with our staff, as the fact that they take the time to walk them through the store. This is what we have. I think, when people come in, we don't have the same reason why we're coming in the store. So really personalizing everyone's experience and answering questions. I think it can be very intimidating of, I've never done this before. And just really calming them down and, hey, you're going to be fine. As Amy mentioned, you can do anything for 2 to 3 minutes, so you can do this. So we just really try to personalize everyone's experience and make them feel comfortable and at home. I think that's super important. people who feel cared for want to come back because they're like, wow, they really took care of me.
Yeah.
I want to go back there.
Yeah.
You know? So just feeling cared about, and our staff does an amazing job at that too.
Yeah. Yes. And that's so good. Because I remember the first time I tried cryotherapy, I was scared.
It's scary, right? Because it's freezing and you're in this box. And it's like for people who feel claustrophobic too, it's, oh my gosh, I have to go in there. But just, calming.
So it just helps to, just to feel comfortable, like, all right, okay, I'll go in there.
And we truly joke about we're going to be best friends by the end of this, and we're we strive to learn about people's families, and we joke about you're going to be our best friend, and you're going to know a lot about us too. So it becomes this friendship,
right? Also
on top of the business that we were running. So it's rewarding.
Yeah, that's so good, and that's so. I mean, it's so good that, that's so important to y'all.
And our members, too. We try to do a lot for the members who actually are there, that come in every day.
Yeah.
We offer member appreciation. So we have massage therapists who will come in and, hey, sign up for your free massage on a Saturday. Bring a friend for free. So we really strive to make those people feel like this is their home, and we just value and appreciate you for coming in.
Well, y'all just pamper them.
We try. They can go anywhere else, but they choose us, as Amy mentioned, as just the fact that we just love to help people, and we want to show you that. So.
Oh, that's so good. Yeah. All right. So, marketing wellness services can be tricky. I know that you guys do a lot of outreach, and that's really good, getting in front of people and everything. Have you seen other marketing efforts that you've tried that have worked well too? Yes.
So we actually work with a marketing company. We tried a few out. This one's based in California, so they actually do all of our ads online. Okay. And people pre-book appointments for us.
Okay.
So it's really nice they just pre-book, and then we reach out and walk them through what it's going to look like. Previously, we had a company that would send us leads, and then we were calling. So that's a 24-hour thing, trying to reach out to people and getting them to come in, and took the manpower of taking one person away from helping people. Like we wanted somebody to be helping versus, hey, we need to call these people and try to get them in. So the shift in our marketing has been phenomenal at bringing people in, and helping with our Google business. I think, we go, before you go somewhere, you want to read about what was other people's experiences like. So they really help us in that. And we've seen a tremendous growth that way.
Yeah. The Google business profile is so important. I always tell clients that.
It really is, because you see someone 5 stars, it's like, oh, I feel better. Or, all these ratings of personal experiences, like, okay, I want to do this.
And the Google business profile is actually the first impression before they actually decide to go to your website.
Yep.
That needs to be almost treated like a social media page.
Yep, it does, right?
Yeah. So if you could wave like a magic wand and then reach your dream audience tomorrow, like who would you want to bring, through your doors?
I love this question, honestly. Right. Who doesn't want a little bit of magic? But I think it would be anybody who's struggling, anybody who's in pain, who's depressed, who wants to feel better in their body. And that are really going to put in the work and come in. We always say, you're not going to go to the gym and get abs the next day, right? So this is something that you're going to have to come back. It's consistency with anything that you do for the most part. And then you start feeling better, and you notice those changes naturally. The body takes time to do things naturally. So just the person who's really going to come in and be consistent and, again, build this relationship with us, but who is searching for help.
Yeah, exactly. That's right. Consistency is key, like you said, with anything. So running and growing a business is demanding.
It is.
How do you balance day-to-day operations with planning for long-term growth?
So, we always joke about how it's a teeter-totter a lot of the times, because we're not only, business owners, but we have families too. So I have 2 little children and a husband that, you have to take care of them. But our staff, going back to them on a day-to-day basis, they help us tremendously. We are truly blessed because they want to serve others. So they are the ones day in and day out helping the people up front, that gives us the ability to step back and strategize, and how do we want to grow, and it gives us that ability to do that, to take the time to strategize for growth.
Mm-hmm.
And what we really prioritize for ourselves is we try to meet at least once a week. But before we talk business, we talk personal.
Yeah.
How are you doing today?
Yeah.
With our manager too, how are you feeling? Check in. We're our 2 a.m. people that we're going to call if something's wrong first and foremost. And then it goes business. And then it's, okay, well, how can we grow? What do we need? What do we need to do?
Yeah.
So those weekly meetings really help us as well for the long-term strategy growth.
I love that you have a strong team.
We do.
So looking ahead, what are your biggest goals for Total Regen Cryo in the next 1 to 2 years? Is there expansion, new services, more community partnerships?
I think all of them, honestly. Expansion would be beautiful, right? And just anything that we can add to the store that's going to help others. It's new. It's constantly changing, right? We have been doing a lot of community outreach, but if there's anybody listening to this podcast who thinks that they could work with us and benefit from working with us, we would reach out. We'd love to partner.
Okay.
And then we are really in January 2026 focusing on aesthetics. That's going to be something that we want to grow as well.
Yeah.
From, it's a one-stop shop, right? It's all things wellness together where you can go in and feel good about yourself on the inside and the outside. So 2026, January, look out for us. Stay tuned on that.
Okay. So how important do you think brand presence, like online, on social media, in the community is to fueling that growth?
Oh, I mean, that, like we mentioned earlier, before you even stop in someplace, you're going to look online and see and research about them. So before you even step in the door, you're researching. So social media presence is big. We all have phones that the access to social media quickly. It's so huge. So just being able to educate on social media, inspire by showing pictures of women who have done cryosculpting. You see, it's like, I don't know if I can trust this unless I see somebody else. So we inspire others by sharing, educating. So it's social media is such a big thing, and online presence. And I think that helps with your growth and your business. You have to constantly pursue that because that's the age that we're in right now.
That's right.
Online,
that's right.
everything.
Yeah. Danielle, this has been such a great conversation.
I know. Thank you so
and
much.
I love hearing, both of your perspectives. So before we close, I'd like to ask one last question that's always important for our listeners. So if someone listening wants to learn more or book a session with Total Regen Cryo, what's the best way for them to connect with you?
We have a few ways, right? So if they want to book a session right away, you can go to our website and it allows you to book automatically. Social media, right? You can reach out. We answer all of our messages there. But I think sometimes people feel comfortable in the conversation. So picking up a phone and calling and hearing somebody explain, we can book you that way. And also stopping in, just stopping in, seeing the store. So we can answer those questions, just be there.
And what's the website so everybody knows?
www.totalregencryo.com.
And the phone number?
701-8822. I'm worse with say. It's the thing about our phones. You just automatically.
It's already automatic on there. That's so true.
Yes.
Yeah, that's
and then,
right.
If they hear this podcast, we're giving 15% off any service. So if they mention you and us being on here, discount. Yeah.
Awesome. Well, Danielle and Amy, thank you so much again for joining me on Growth Mode and sharing the incredible story of Total Regen Cryo.
This was so much fun.
Yes. I loved hearing how you're helping people recover, heal, and thrive, especially that depression story and what it takes to grow a business in this rapidly evolving wellness space. So to our listeners, if today's episode inspired you, make sure you like, comment, and subscribe. Your support helps more business owners and leaders discover growth mode, which means that we can keep bringing you more powerful stories and insights. And if you're a business owner ready to get found and get heard, don't forget about my Growth Mode offer, a full organic SEO campaign to boost your visibility combined with bonus radio advertising to get your message out fast. It's a powerful way to kickstart growth. And if you're serious, I'd love to connect. You can reach me at growthmode@salemsurround.com, or you can call me at 210-526-3626. And thank you for tuning in. And until next time, and keep learning, keep growing, and keep moving forward.
Thanks for listening to the Growth Mode podcast with Nina Labbe. Stay connected, keep learning, and keep growing. Don't forget to like, subscribe, and share. And we'll see you next time on Growth Mode.
Looking to grow your business and get noticed online? Nina Labbe, host of the Growth Mode podcast and media strategist with Salem Surround, is offering a full organic SEO campaign for just $3,100 a month. Plus, for businesses located in San Antonio, Houston, or Little Rock, Nina is matching that investment with a radio ad schedule valued at $3,100 a month for the first 3 months to help kickstart your campaign and amplify your reach. It's a limited time offer, so if your business is ready to get found and grow, reach out today to get started. Email growthmode@salemsurround.com.